Okay, here we go. Guys, believe me or not, but I'm happy. Even it isn't shown on my face, but it's obvious for me, but I'm happy. And even with all those fucking hurdles from their fucking places, I'm happy. And it's just life, how it goes. Who said it would be easy? No one said it would be easy, right? And again, it needs no corrections to that point that no one said your precious life would be easy in some way or in all ways. And I'm a big follower of different life tracks and different like ramifications, maybe under side tracks parallel each other within my whole huge life track that I follow these days, and for my entire entire lifespan, I should say. It's better to put it that way, lifespan, not like longevity or life duration, just as I said, lifespan. Okay, it wasn't in the plan of things to be done for today. Is this particular video shoot of tonight? It wasn't that plan of things to be done for today. It wasn't there at all, because I do my speaking missions, speaking out missions. I'm not a religious guy. Who knows? Maybe I am, and there's some way it never goes like strictly to the point. I'm getting sidetracked by being sidetracked in these video shoots. Is you all aware about, right? And what I was gonna say? I was gonna say that I was just planning my day in my today's speaking wasn't in that list of things to be done for today, I should say, and just life as is. And I tell you what, I do my speaking activities on Mondays every once in 2 weeks, I should say. One week I may skip, 1 week I do by compulsory order, and I'm only man that orders myself to do something. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not making some kind of orders, obligations for myself in the first place. That's how life should be done. On the whole, I stand for that. No one, even myself, I cannot order myself because it doesn't go smoothly. In that case, if I'm ordering myself, I'm kind of obliging myself. That influences my mind and brings that so-called not wanting to speak at all. If I'm giving myself like compulsory order to do something strictly, but I'm not, and that's why I decided to drop some words on my channel here tonight, and you all immersed in my harsh and wide array of ramblings that I'm gonna give you right here, right now. And you have no choice. The only choice you have is to switch the shit off and not to follow my rant of tonight. Who cares? Maybe you would, and if some of you just learner out there, you're on your own, like you're exploring your second or third or whatever that would be in English language. If you're a big follower of your language, they're a big backer and supporter of the thing you do, and then you feel that rush inside you, and no one fucking compels you to do something like, let's say I'm speaking right now in my beloved English American version of English language, which I try to emulate and fight for, and I'm speaking in the moment. No one stands beside me and nudges me literally and mentally what to do. Alex, do this, Alex, do that thing or there, Alex, do not do this thing or fucking here. I'm not a follower of any all of those advices, whatever angle they would approach from any outside observer standpoint. For myself, I'm not a big follower of any kind of obligation related things. I only stand for freedom of choice, for your own freedom of your own will, that you're only commander of your own will, or of your physical and mental powers that reside within you, and you should be like, I don't know, thankful in some way for divine divine entity that resides above us all, humanity, humankind, human beings. They live on some, I don't know, parallel universe. They live on heavens, those higher entities, higher powers that all rule our lives here on earth, in this 5 dimension space, or four dimension space we all live in. And 4 dimension space, it's not something like the only being that way, like four-dimension space. The space is vast, the space is immense and huge, and no one can really tell in honestly what that thinking process might lead us to. And I'm a big follower of my own thinking process. I'm developing my mindset in that scientific direction. I'm becoming more like, I don't know, sophisticated guy about following some different angles to derive scientific stuff, wherever that would be. Let's say I'm a big follower of Interstellar movie, which depicted perfectly and pitched and pictured that idea of parallel universe and universes, following in parallel tracks, paralleling tracks and paralleling each other that way, those universes. And there was a frame in some, and there was a video frame, some moment, some take in that movie that got into entire release of that movie, the main release in that movie. That frame, that video shoot got in there in that main release of the big movie that is called, which is called Interstellar, and that was take that I'm just telling you about right now. There was a take that gal sitting inside that space rocket ship. Her name was, I forgot her name. She's cool, and she was stretching her arm just in front of some other arm was stretching to her from that side of the mirror, like liquid made arm was trying to meet her hand, and they were about to meet that artificial or whatever arm stretching out from the parallel universe by some unknown entity, maybe some another human being. And there was two arm like slightest congestion in that mirror arms scene, as they call it in that movie called Interstellar, which I'm a big follower of. And the scene was, as I told you, there were two arms, like some arm stretching and trying to reach that gal's arm from the parallel universe, and the other arm was that gal's arm who was sitting in the space rocket ship trying to reach stars or wherever Earth-like planets to prevent our humankind from extinction and give us a chance to survive by inhabiting some other Earth-like planets that might be perched out there in the parallel universes. They all were trying to reach those parallel universes to find that Earth-like planets to move all humankind from our dying planet, which is called Earth, to that new house, new home, as they call that. And yes, I wasn't planning to make this video shoot fucking too long, because I kind of physically I'm not shaped in well way to speak for tonight for you in front of this camera being turned on, and I just do that in my worst mental and physical condition in order just to stretch my speaking, just to work with my sounds, to work with my pronunciation, to work with my will, and to work with my apprehension, general apprehension of English language, how it feels to me while I'm speaking, how it feels to you when you're probably listening or even watching this shit unveil in front of you now. And I'm a big just supporter of you. I'm your backer, and I will fight for you with any tool in the shed. If you're my follower, that means that you're my counterpart over there, whoever you are, I'm with you. And that's been me, Alex, making things, scientific stuff, and some religious stuff, and some light expand related stuff also were included in this speech of mine, which I gave you tonight, and I'm proud of that. Follow your own tracks, never step out of doing those, and everything is gonna be fine with it then. See you until a while, have a nice sleep, wake up cheerful and effervescent, and everything's gonna be fine with it. Thanks for following my channel. Subscribe, unsubscribe, do what you want. Thanks again. Bye.